want to go down to developing news overnight in Rocky Hill. We know that a woman is dead after being stabbed at an apartment on Concord Drive. Your reporter, Logan Perone, is live there this morning where police are still working. Good morning, Logan.
Yeah, good morning, Taylor. Just within the last few minutes, actually, police asked us to back up. They're going to be expanding their crime scene, bringing more resources in. But as we showed you guys earlier, we're getting a good zoom in here. Police are focusing on an apartment, a unit towards the back. That area still very much active at this hour. Police were called to the Lexington Estates Apartments around 9:15 last night. Officers found a woman inside one of the apartments who had been assaulted and stabbed. EMS tried life-saving measures, but the woman died at Hartford Hospital. We're still working to confirm additional information at this hour, including the name of any suspects they have and the vehicle description police put a bolo on. Now, Rocky Hill police have not named the woman who was killed last night. Again, this is still very much an active scene, and again, a growing scene this morning. But as we stay on top of this information, we'll bring you the latest that we know once it becomes available on air and online at WFSB.com. For now, I'm your reporter live in Rocky Hill, Logan Perone, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you for that update.